Hi, welcome to another episode of Beyond Chronic Disease. My name's Wendy. I'm your host. How are you this week? Did you get my real life stress story last week? It was interesting. No, I did not know where I was going. If I had have known where I was going, I wouldn't have made those errors. It was a little bit tricky. It isn't signposted very well, this particular car park. When you've done it enough times, though, it's easy. Was it stressful? It was not stressful. And I know people that take on stress, that are stressed all the time, that they've just got so much stress in their body, they just can't seem to eliminate any of it. I know you'd be saying BS to that, but once you learn to master your stress, then you will know that you can do that, like make the wrong turn a few times without it creating stress in your body. And I'm talking about how it impacts your body. So this week, I am talking about words and how they impact your body because it is really instrumental in knowing that do, words that you speak do create havoc in your body. Okay, so I have lots of examples. Oh, lots of examples. I mean, I've lived on this earth for over 50 years now, and I've got lots of examples because I've been through lots, which is why I'm here, trying to break it all down and simplify it without all the BS that's attached to it. So, words. I got, sorry, I'll digress for just a tick. I got, I just went to say it again. This came about because of an email I received. Now, we all know about those emails that we receive, right? It can just make you like, oh, and you feel in your body, you know, you just, I don't know, that feeling you get in your gut or your heart space or even your head, like, you might get a pain in the head or tingling or anything that you feel when you read an email or somebody says something to you that's not nice that you take, well, you don't believe it's nice for you. The way it reacts, the emotion or the distress that it causes in your body, which is why it's so paramount to know that the words that you speak impact your body. Okay, so this email I received, it I think it was an overdue bill, I believe. So it had came up, subject line warning notice. And I'm like, oh God, straight away it's like that sinking gut feeling warning notice. Warning notice. Oh my gosh, what's going on? You know, what's happened now? All of this, and it's all this, um, sort of stressful, what is it? Nervousness, anxiousness, all of this. A little bit of panic if can get to that. But it was just this feeling like warning notice. And it was dumb. It was actually stupid, to be quite honest. Like it's not the be all and end all of anything. So I've written something down. I'm going to go to my phone because I can't remember everything. Um, so the warning notice, yes, a feeling of dread from my chest to my stomach. That's exactly how I felt. I wrote this down straight away so that I could explain this to you, how words, reading or hearing something can impact in your body. And if it can impact in your body, what diseases can it cause? So getting back to what happened to me, when I reflected on everything that had led up to me being diagnosed with Crohn's and waking up that morning and being so sick, that I couldn't even stand up straight. It was three major emotional uh, incidences that led up to me. And it was all in, all within a week or couple of weeks or something or so. And that is what I strongly believe um, impacted on my body and made me super sick. Sure, it's lots of other things too, like, you know, putting processed foods and toxic ingredients on you and in you and all of those sorts of things. But how it expresses itself is from those really strong emotional factors that you take on board. You cannot tell me that it doesn't affect you to that degree when you get an email. And I know this probably doesn't affect a lot of people, but for the good majority, when you get an email that says warning notice, how does that impact on you? Think about it. Not too much. I don't want you to get sick, but you think about how, some things like that impact on you. What about when you get tax office notices? Like you get these emails, mind you, that are electronically generated. You don't have a person sitting in the tax office saying, oh, Wendy Gathercole hasn't paid this. I'm going to send her a personal email. No, that doesn't happen. All of these are all, electronically generated. I mean, you think about it, how could they possibly do that with 20 odd million people in Australia? Really? So, warning notice. Sorry, I forgot where I was. It makes you feel like crap. And is it necessary? No, it's not. It's putting the fear of God into you. Sorry if I use that word and people are religious. I'm sorry, but this is it's just a saying. It it makes you scared. Why do you need to feel scared when it's just a silly overdue bill? Like honestly, which has been automatically generated by a system because we're all living in systems now. And a real human doesn't even know that Wendy Gathercole hasn't paid something. I don't even know what it was. Sure, it's made you aware that it's overdue. Yeah, I was away, thought that I'd handled everything so that I wouldn't get anything like this, because I know how companies work. They give you warning notices, but it's not necessary. So how that impacts your body. So you think about well, it's probably hard to think about unless you read it. If you had an email that said warning notice, how would that impact your body? So I thought of some other words or another word phrase that these companies could use so that, yes, it will still bring it to your attention that you owe them money, but it won't impact your body so much like crap that you can get sick. I mean, some people, honestly, they see an email that says that and they'll throw up just about. It gives them a big lump in their throat and they'll be, and then, it sort of works its way down. Lump in the throat, heart, stomach, you start shaking, like anything can happen because there are many people that can't handle any negativity in any way whatsoever. So these things can impact on their health immensely, and it's got to stop. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's not needed. So how about there's any big companies listening to me now? Instead of putting a warning notice on your subject line, how about you put friendly reminder? And I know there's a lot of companies that put friendly reminders, you know. So even doing this now, warning notice, friendly reminder. You can't even, I couldn't even say friendly reminder in the same tone as warning notice. Warning notice. Friendly reminder. No, it doesn't work. So take it from me. If you get a warning notice, take it as a grain of salt and just change the words to friendly reminder. As soon as you see the words warning note, just friendly reminder and then act on it. I guess you better act on it because you could get in trouble if you don't pay your bills. So words impact on your body immensely. There's just, you cannot deny it. Okay, you cannot deny it. So after receiving this email, which was a little while ago, mind you, and after receiving that, then I started looking at what I've been saying to myself too, and maybe to others as well. So I did change what I was saying to myself, and something happened, which was good. So you need that reminder in life that words impact on you, and you really need to think about the words that you're saying. So that was that email. And then another example, I got invited to attend a school to do some activities. And this is where the words were huge to me again, the impact of these words again. I had some students that would just come and do the activity. They just did it. Once they knew what they had to do. And then there were others that were, I can't do this. I'm hopeless at doing this. I've never done this before. All of these words, and it really opened my eyes to what our kids are saying out there to themselves. And we wonder why our children aren't so confident and out, getting jobs and, doing what they should be doing. Like, not should, I don't like using that word, should, but living a life, put it that way. They're saying these words that are so negatively impacting on their bodies. And they're saying them like they didn't just say it once. It was over and over again. Oh, I don't know how to do this. I've, not never done it before, but I don't know how to do this. I suck at this. Like if one of them, I just remember one in particular, actually did very well. And they were the one of them that was saying that they suck at this, that, all these negative words. I can't remember all of them now. I was blown away by how children speak to themselves. So I know we need a better system in our education system. So here I am telling the education system that they need to wake up to themselves. So be it. Better system. That would be great. So words are huge. What words are you speaking to yourself that may be impacting on your body that you are not aware of? Is there a sport that you're doing that you keep saying you suck at and you can't do this and this is too hard? All of these words are all negatively impacting on you, because the more you say, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, do you really believe you will be able to do it? Not on your life. I'm telling you that now. You will not be able to do it. If you continually say you can't do it, you will not be able to do it. So words are important. Think about your words. What words are you saying to yourself? Is there something out there that I'll get back to stress. Is there something out there that you keep saying, oh, that's too stressful, I'm not going to do that? I can't do that. It's too stressful. I've never done that before. That's too hard. All of these things that impact on you, the way that you live your life, the way that your body reacts, the illness or the wellness in your body, all of the above. I mean, don't take it from me. Look at people around you. Look at what they're doing or not doing. What words are they saying? I hear it all the time. I'm so focused on it. It's just one of those things. It's one of those things that, I'm very aware of. Yes, I do say some negatively impacting sayings myself and words myself, but the more that I remember, the more that I change it around. And I hear words so much so, like recently when I was at a school and when the students were saying these, I was just gobsmacked to what they are saying about themselves. It's actually heartbreaking, to be quite honest, and we really need to do something about it. Words, choose your words wisely. And also, even though what you say it may be okay in what you're thinking and how you're putting it across. Oh, sorry, what you're saying is not a negatively, it is not negative. You're putting it across as, boosting somebody up or something like that. Some people can perceive it as something completely different to what you mean. And that happens to me a lot. Okay. It probably happens to you too. You can say something and other people will take it as something completely different. That is their perception. Okay. And if they take it negatively, then that means, well, it doesn't necessarily mean, but they may be talking negatively within themselves as well. Okay, so I'll leave it there. So please remember the words that you speak impact on your body, they impact in your life, whatever you're doing, and we need to choose our words wisely. So instead of can't, um, don't know how, all of this, just change them around. And I am in the process of writing another book. So it's not, I have this in there. It's the words, don't automatically make everything better, but you have to read what I say about that in my book. Okay, so choose your words wisely, and maybe I'll see you next week, maybe not. I've got a bit on at the moment, and I may not be around, but I will try, not try, I will either do it or I won't, basically. That's the next, podcast. So if I'm not there, sorry, I had a little bit on and I couldn't grace your screens with my beautiful face. Okay, until I see you again, please take that on board. Words are everything to your body and your life. Okay, I'll see you when I see you. Bye.